The crime branch has sent a list of 26 questions to Maulana Saad. This is a two-page document, a two-page questionnaire, and it has been filed under section 91 of Criminal Procedure Code, which is a summon to produce documents. So these 26 questions mostly deal with documents, and I'll give you a few examples right now. So one of the questions is whether any permission from Delhi police or any other authority was obtained by the management of the Markaz for holding religious gathering this year. Other details wanted by the crime branch from Maulana Saad are the full name, address and registration details of the organization, details of office bearers, details of persons in Markaz committee, and details of income tax returns filed by the organization in the last 3 years. So income tax details of the last 3 years. It has also asked for the PAN number, bank account and bank statements of the organization, list of employees working in the organization, and number of religious gatherings organized from January 1st till date. So from January 1st till date. The cops also saw details of all the devotees, including foreigners who came from March 12th. So this is very interesting. A lot of the documents have to deal with income tax. They're asking for the bank statements, they're asking for the PAN number, so this is not just about the coronavirus, the event, the gathering held after the Delhi government notifications. It is not about the people staying at the Markaz after the lockdown. This is also about the organization's history of income tax and other details about the organization, going beyond the current lockdown and the current situation that this has created for people being infected with coronavirus across the country. It's also asking for a lot of other details from the organization, but this particular question about of all details of all the devotees, including foreigners who came to the Markaz after March 12th, and the original register of the record of people who attended the event after March 12th, and of course then the detail about whether they got permission, written permission from the Delhi police or any other authority for holding their event. So there are some questions which have to deal with the gathering, the whole controversy about people being at the Markaz, thousands of people even after lockdown. And then there are details wanted of income tax of the organization for 3 years, for the last 3 years, and the bank statements and everything. Now, I've spoken to a Markaz source who has said that this questionnaire was sent, the reason it's in a document and the Maulana wasn't questioned face to face is because the Maulana is still in self-quarantine. So they're not being able to meet in person, and a lot of these have to do with documents. So my source has told me that they will only be able to access these documents. A lot of these documents are at the Markaz, and they will only be able to access these documents when the Markaz is open again. And the Maulana has responded saying that he will be giving the answers, but my source has told me that this may not be possible until the Markaz opens and they're able to access those documents again. So we have to wait and see what happens with this crime branch investigation and these questions. And when we get some answers and get some clarity on this investigation, the Maulana as of right now is still in self-quarantine, and they are having this conversation, this questioning through written documents at this point because of him being in self-quarantine. This is Suryatapa Mukherjee for Mojo.